you have to go to everything and meet everybody and make those connections with them and follow up with them, send them an email, say, it's great to meet you, if it was great to meet you. Don't have to fail, but great to meet you. I'd love to stay connected. I hope to see you at another event, soon. And you just build those relationships. They're so important, but you start with the people around you now. These college relationships that you're forming, they'll last a lifetime. And when you have the motorcycle empire, somebody here might, I'm sorry, I'm picking on you. You might be a motorcycle mechanic already. I don't know. But, you never know who you're meeting in your circle, and you want to keep those people close to you. But I think getting involved in your community is one of the really, really strong ways to do that. And so at LaBelle Winery, for example, we help over 200 charities a year in little tiny ways and in big ways. And that charitable component of my business is a really deep core of LaBelle Winery. It's really important to us, but it also allows me to meet so many cool people who are doing like the good work, God's work in the community, all the good stuff. And I, keep in touch with all of them. And over the time, your community will just build and build and build.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's so important to be out there, be networking. And I think to your point, even here on campus among students and faculty, when I decided I wanted to leave Channel 9 and do a career change, I made a list of people in the community who I thought were really interesting and doing good things. And I reached out to them, and some of these people I didn't know. I did have a little advantage that at that time I was on TV, so they could at least, turn on and say, okay, I know what she looks like. But I would reach out cold and say, hey, would you grab coffee with me? Could we sit down and have a conversation? I'm trying to figure out my next move, and I would really appreciate your advice. And I think reaching out to 10 people, like 9 of them took the meeting, and lots of them are my really good friends to this day. So they've been super helpful along the way. And I'm very fortunate that they're not just colleagues, they're also friends. Giving back to the community, I think, is just something that's just so important on so many levels. You guys probably would agree, but I get back so much more when I participate in different charitable events. So I'm gonna give a shout out to the Boys and Girls Club. We had our Foundation of Friends breakfast this morning, and I just joined the board. I think you were there.
No, I was supposed to be. I sent us up.
But I get so much back from participating in those events that just kind of warms your soul and makes you remember what's really important in life. So they are wonderful places to network and connect. But I think, I'm going to speak for everybody in this room. We've all been given, many gifts, and we're very fortunate to just be here. And so I think it's incumbent upon us to give a little bit back.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Coming from St. Anselm, I know that you have a sense of volunteering in your community already instilled in you. So I kind of took that with me, and I continued volunteering. I volunteered at New Horizons, Families in Transition, the Manchester Animal Shelter, which was super fun because we met our dog Keith there. But then just getting involved in small ways. So Manchester Young Professionals is a really great way to start getting involved, like right out of school. It's a network of young professionals. It's really, low risk networking with your peers, which is a good way to get out there and start talking to people and making those connections. And then over time, I just started getting more interested in serving my community in other ways, like the Transit Authority Commission, which is something I knew nothing about when I joined it, but now I know a lot about school buses and transit in the city, which is kind of cool to be involved in that. And then the Chamber, of course, and some other organizations. It's just, like you're both saying, it's just like a really nice way to stay connected and to stay in touch with people who you need to, help support you in your business and in your journey. So yeah.